Every company has repetitive tasks, manual steps that take up too much time in the day. But not every company has a way to automate the menial so you can focus on the meaningful. Now, with Domo Workflows, you do. Today, we're extremely pleased to announce that our automation engine, Workflows, is available to all customers. Now with Workflows, you can orchestrate processes inside and outside of Domo, allowing data and automation to live alongside one another. That's a big deal. Within your organization, it's how you connect information and control logic between App Studio, Domo AI, Magic ETL, the governance suite, alerts, and more. Workflows become even more powerful when integrated with external systems to build efficient processes across disparate software tools like Salesforce, Jira, HubSpot, and Slack. These processes all rely on a shared source of truth, and that's Domo. Let's take a look. I want to welcome Trevor Tingey to the stage to tell us more about Workflows.
Thank you, Beth. The best way to truly appreciate the potential of Workflows is to see it in action. Let's look at how Saenz Sporting Goods creates and implements a golf simulator health check workflow. Certain locations have on-site facilities where customers can use high-end golf simulators to try out merchandise. These systems need to be constantly checked. Broken equipment leads to lost revenue, so we want to know about anything that's broken as soon as possible. Manually checking each machine and reporting malfunctions is time-consuming and inefficient. Domo Workflows effectively automates the whole process. I'll start by going into Workflows and finding a template that aligns with the steps needed for my process. Once I select my template, I'm in the Workflow Designer, where I can modify this template or start from scratch to match whatever process I need. I can arrange each step of my workflow by laying out shapes on the canvas that represent different activities, like user tasks, decision points, or automated functions. I can also control and configure the business logic in each step, a testament to its adaptability.
I love the flexibility I see with Workflows. I'm curious, what are your options to kick off the workflow?
Good question. I can start my workflow using a variety of triggers. One way is to start it manually through a button in an app. But workflows can also be configured to start automatically with a timer, with an alert that triggers when a data set updates. And in our health check example, Domo is constantly collecting all kinds of data from each simulator. So I can use an alert to automatically kick off my workflow based on activity since the last diagnostic. The code engine features of Workflows enable integration with virtually any third-party data system or API. With code engine functions, I can leverage reusable blocks of code as steps in my workflow. Domo has built a code engine library for common integrations, but you can also write your own, and you can use them in your workflows as well, reusable across all of your workflows. I'll simply search for the function I need and assign it to the corresponding shape in the workflow, and then complete its configuration by mapping the inputs and the outputs for each step.
The integration with Code Engine adds so many possibilities, but I'm thinking of a process that would still need some tasks to be completed manually. How can we keep a human in the loop?
Yeah, it's easy with a user task. So this integration can be configured with a custom form. At runtime, the workflow generates the user task and puts it into a queue. Queues are built to organize user tasks into categories and to control access to who can action on each of those tasks. And so a user then can go into the queue, find the task, and they can update it or submit the task as being completed. The corresponding workflow then recognizes when a task is complete and it moves on to the next step. Let's fast forward to see the fully configured workflow. When the golf simulator health check workflow is initiated, it automatically runs a diagnostic for a specific unit and then logs the results to a Domo dataset. If no maintenance issues are found, then the diagnostic ends, the workflow ends. But if issues are found, a call is made to our AI model that then produces a recommendation based on what they know for what needs to be fixed. Things like error codes, location, unit type, and other indicators will trigger the AI on recommendations for the technician. So the system then creates a user task with recommendations for our AI model, and the technician can go inspect and repair the unit. If the unit has been repaired, the actions that are taken are fed back into our AI model, so the AI can continue to learn and evolve for future maintenance issues. The workflow also runs another diagnostic and ends if all the issues have been resolved. If the technician specifies that the machine has not been repaired or fails to complete the task within the allotted time, then management is notified that the machine is out of service for an extended period, and then they can escalate as necessary.
Trevor, what if I want to know what happened with a workflow that ran in the past? Can I see it again?
Absolutely. Any run of a workflow can be visually tracked. In this App Studio app, when the inventory update is triggered, here's what happens behind the scenes after hitting submit. I can see what paths were executed in the workflow and the data and status that passed through each step along the way.
I love seeing workflows solve real problems. We can even use workflows to help automate many tasks within Domo. Running BI on BI with workflows takes us to a new level by allowing for automations based on usage data with the Domo stats functions and organization-specific policies with the governance functions.
One example that I've seen is using a workflow to monitor for unused data sets or data flows, and then sending an email to the owner to warning them that it's going to be deleted. And often, then they'll have the workflow go through and change the title or add tags to mark those data sets and data flows. Another workflow can track sharing or changes to secure data sets or data sets that contain PII, and then send a task to the owner to investigate further.
It is exciting to see how these capabilities are providing everyday solutions for our customers. We hope you're starting to see all the possible ways to automate and improve your processes with workflows. So today, you saw workflow templates, code engine functions, user tasks, queues, history, and governance actions. All these powerful features are available now. Take back control of your time and automate your business with Domo Workflows today. Thank you.